CryptoJoo, and you're watching CryptoJoo. Just returned last month from Miami BTC, and that was held in Miami from January 16th to January 18th, and that's hosted by Moe Levin and his company Keynote. So thank you for the socks, Mo. It was an interesting atmosphere in Miami. I think there were things to talk about besides the bear market. It was the 10th anniversary for Bitcoin, so certainly celebrating that historical landmark as well down in Miami. What I'd like to mention are 5 projects and 5 ongoing that I thought were interesting about the conference. So just briefly, I'm gonna take you through those 5 right now. So one of the things that I thought was an interesting project is you see a lot of real estate backed STOs or real estate backed tokens, and one that stuck out to me was Basin, and that is based in Miami. I had a chance to talk to the CEO, Anthony Gaitan, and what struck me is his experience not in the blockchain realm, but in the commercial real estate and underwriting side. So Anthony was formerly with 10X. I really liked his background and his experience and how that launched him to start and found what's known as Basin today. So I think that's a project to keep your eyes out for. Another one that was, I think, really moving, and if you haven't already seen Banking on Bitcoin on Netflix, please go watch it. It's an excellent overview on what's happening in the industry as well as what's happened historically with Bitcoin. And one of the folks that's featured in the documentary is Ulbricht. What it talks about is his founding of Silk Road. And based on what you might see in the documentary and your own research, you can decide who is the real victim there, but I encourage you to check it out. Ross and his mother and his sister were at the conference just speaking to gain clemency to him, who is currently in prison for Silk Road. Another piece that I thought was really interesting and also briefly mentioned on Banking on Bitcoin was the Bitcoin Center. So you might be familiar with Nick Spanos and the Bitcoin Center that came out of New York, but he will also be opening a Bitcoin Center down in Miami. And I think Miami is the perfect location because it's the nexus between Latin America and the US. So geographically, it's a great place to really start a crypto hub, and I hope that you will stay tuned for that. 4th is Crypto Castle Miami. So you might be familiar with Jeremy Gardner, the Millionaire, and he is associated most with the Augur project. What he's done is, you might have heard that he had the Crypto Castle with Vitalik out in San Francisco. Well, he has since moved it over to Miami. He did that not only to demonstrate what blockchain can do technically, but what it can do tangibly, and partially how it has changed his lifestyle. But he also wants to open up his house to help others gain knowledge on what is blockchain and how it can impact the rest of society. Kudos to Jeremy for talking about what blockchain can do other than just the technical aspect. And the 5th project that I thought was interesting is Salt Lending. Salt got its name because formerly the traders back in the Roman times would trade salt. That was the known common currency. So if you think about today, you have, let's say it's Dogecoin, let's say it's Ethereum or Bitcoin, and you want a fiat loan. It might be difficult to do with backing it with those tokens, but you can do that now through Salt Lending. So I'd like to just show you briefly the website. Okay, so here is saltlending.com, and if you just take a look at their website, you can go down and get an approximate estimate on your crypto-backed loan. So let's say we have Ether, you're gonna be repaying principal plus interest, and maybe you want 10,000 USD. Okay, I'm gonna pay it back. You can scale it down from 1 month all the way up to 36 months. So let's put her in at 30 months. And then you can see that that is live calculating your APR as well as what your monthly payment would be. Okay, so the collateral that you would need if you wanted this loan paid back in 36 months would be 279.61 ETH. Or you could also buy SALT, the SALT token. And then your loan to value ratio, what is gonna be 30, 40, 50%. Okay, let's scale that down on the lower end. If you have SALT and you want to stake it, then the more SALT you have, the lower your APR and your monthly payment are gonna be. Okay, and then once you put in your configuration there, you can get started with your loan through SALT. Thank you for watching this clip. Those were just 5 of the projects that I thought were most interesting from BTC Miami. I'm Lindsay Joo, and you've been watching CryptoJoo. Bye, y'all.